Holy gorgeous. Alright. Here we are, B17 in the glue drying stage. You know what I figured is, if I ever do repair this thing, I'm going to use this glue. This is the same glue that I've seen withstand crashes and break 1 inch away from previous repair seams. So I figured that's good enough to get these pods on instead of mixing up, say, some epoxy like this or something. And the other helpful thing for me is this saran wrap, like $5-6 at U-Haul. So this C17, as I said, it's drying right now. It's great because it does feel very solid. I'll tell you the order that I put things in, and it's pretty much starting at the tail. You can see right center, there's that window in the back and all. That little thing has to go in before all of this goes on. I scratched up all the surfaces that are going to be touching each other using a file, and I also poked them with a, and don't ask me what this picture was, what it is. I got it from my father. Who knows, right? Dads. Alright, so this glue is drying. Basically all of the surfaces back there I glued on, and then there's 2 screws from the bottom, because what I figured is, as I was doing that, I didn't want these pods to be flapping around, but yet I'm gonna say, glue it together, and I did on a lot of this surface, not all of it, because it does have 6 bolts, and really it's for what connects to the fuselage. It's like, say, the bulkhead up here and the bulkhead back there that are touching, but I didn't really do, say, along that seam like I've done on other planes. But yeah, did the tail, got that sitting for a while, and then I glued the wings and all of the wood in together. There's little slots of wood for this wing. I think from this angle they may be, oh no, from this angle they're like, say, down. Yeah, you can see them right there. There's wood that needed to be glued in, along with all of the seams like this. I glued in, tried to get all the surfaces that are going to be touching. Yeah, this is what I'm doing for my getting to XT60s. I'm going to touch this up again at the highest heat possible just to make sure, but this is actually, I mean, really solid. I can't bend it, I can't break it. Really, honestly, I'm putting full force. Alrighty, so a lot of this is glued together, and then the saran wrap, I put the tension on the top side because I figure gravity is going to be pulling it down, and I just wanted to keep this up against here. And I do figure out, you know, throw some filler in there at some point in time. You know, it's not like it's immediate right away, but later on I'll deck this thing out. But this thing really went in there. Also, this one over here, really far back in, whereas these are more so lined up with that paint. So it's like I really compressed them in, but I don't feel like I see any compression. there. So I don't know. It's almost like it's supposed to have more of a gap in the back. And you can also see that it's not even lining up right here along that edge right there. So yeah, I don't know. Loosen up that that saran wrap. Maybe it'll push out a little bit. Maybe it'll just stay right there. As you can see, the tail is a little popped up on that side, but I think once that servo horn is connected, it's going to hold it tight. Yeah, you can see me, hello, without me having to put the camera in front of me and put it up my nose. So I'm trying to figure out some spots for some cameras on this. I may stick one in here. Now I got to put some guns in there. I feel like I'm missing a 50 cal. It should be, say, maybe I'm not. Maybe there is. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. All right. Good. So 2 will be here and here, and 2 will be out the side here and over there. So I don't know though what this top port was. You know, I toured the real B17. Well, I don't like to say real. This is a real B17. It's just a scaled down version. It's a scale B17, whereas full scale B17 is what I toured. So I'll look at that video to see what it is on there. Now, I didn't test the retracts or anything, and I know I gotta find the fish out the servo wires and all. I also did glue that seam down there, running down the middle, put some glue into those pieces along with a piece of wood up top, and this is all gonna sit as one whole piece to dry out. And I'm gonna fly it Saturday, so it's got plenty of time to cure and all. Now, this stuff, you can get a fast cure, and it's just like foam tack, where you can put it together and 12 hours later it's fully cured, or you can put it together, leave it apart for 30 seconds or even 5 to 10 minutes to let some of that evaporation happen, and it'll dry a little quicker for you. Alrighty, well, I am very happy that this is together. It's been a long time running, and actually this was the model that made me stop buying and building for a long time, because my wife actually surprised me with this, bought it for me because Motion RC notified her that it's available to be purchased. So she purchases it, surprises me with it, and I don't build it. And she says, you can't buy any more until you fly your B17. Well, she didn't tell me can't, but you know what I mean. And she's right. If I'm gonna get a B-24, I need to fly some of these other planes, like this one. And so I finally got the time to do it. Struggling so much. Struggling even today. After I get the kid outside, get him some playtime, and then sneak myself downstairs. Well, I'm going on 10 minutes of filming, talking about this bird. But I'm, again, just really happy it's built. I love my wife. Thank you, Rhonda, for buying this for me. Josh Weaver out. Freewing B-17 going up with my brothers on Saturday.